So what's up, everyone? It is your girl GelBeauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the Milk Cosmetics X Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So y'all remember, ooh, I almost dropped my favorite palette, but I caught it. I gave y'all a video on why you don't need the Halloween Town palette, because this was the first one that came out, and I wasn't necessarily crazy about the color story, and I wasn't really impressed with it. But lo and behold, they popped out with a second palette, and I was like, okay, Mel, okay, I see you. And the second one is the one I was excited about, and that's when I was like, okay, you need to get your hands on this palette, because this is the one I have been begging them for like the last 2 years. If y'all remember, I did a video on what I want to see from my favorite makeup brands or something to that extent. I'll try to remember to link the playlist of all my unique makeup content up here, because I have a playlist just dedicated to content I feel like I don't see other YouTubers making, to try to set myself apart and just show y'all more dupes, because y'all know I love a dupe moment. So anyway, this palette I've showed y'all dupes of already, so I'll remember to link the video up above of why you don't need, or do you really need. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's do you really need, because why you don't need is when I do the eye look, and do you really need is when I just question if you need to get it, because the brand is showing other things. So I'm not going to show comparisons for this one just because I already did that video. I will show both of these palettes up against the Nightmare Before Christmas by ColourPop, since they did it first. And then I'll show a comparison for this palette. I know one of y'all told me another palette to compare to this one. I think I brought it with me. If I didn't, it will be in my YouTube reel on this whole situation here. But let's start off with this Halloween Town palette. So this is what she looks like on the inside. As you can see, she's not really that exciting. She gives you a few purples, a few blues, and then a random like yellow and orange situation. I think that's why I wasn't crazy about this one, because the yellow and orange at the end, I feel like this kind of throws me off, and a whole bunch of blue and purple is just not giving excitement to me personally. But you know, that's a teach his own type situation there. So there's that one. I'm going to show that one up against the Nightmare Before Christmas and ColourPop, so y'all can see. But this is what both of them look like. I think it'd be cool if ColourPop came out with a Christmas Town one, because it'd been cool if they just had two different palettes for Halloween Town and Christmas Town like they did. But this is what they look like side by side. Sorry, it's hard because the packaging is trying to glare and just this whole situation. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's okay. Right there. Okay. So that's what both of them look like side by side. As you can see, the ColourPop one has a lot of purple and some orange in it too. They just brought in like some grays. So everybody had a somewhat similar take on, like, you know, what the palette should look like apparently. Well, I'm gonna put this back up. I gotta show it against the one I'm excited about. So now we're gonna get into the Christmas Town one. This was the one I'm telling y'all, when I saw it, I was like, yes. Immediately when they showed it was a part 2 of the collection, I was like, yes, give it to me. So here's what it looks like. It has Jack Skellington dressed in a Christmas suit, of course. And here is what it looks like. Now, of course, I don't necessarily need the off-whitish color in here. Knowing me, I'll probably pop it out, because these look like they're the same length as the other Milk Cosmetics, and their stuff is usually magnetic. So I'm hoping I can just pop that out and put something else, because it's not really suiting my needs. But you know, it's there, it's cute or whatever, I guess. And this is what it looks like. It's holographic, so it's hard to show, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to find an angle where not too much holographicness going on and you can see it. So that's what that one looks like. I will show the other Nightmare Before Christmas up against it. So I feel like the difference between this one and this one is like the greens are missing. See what I'm saying? Like if I show it without the greens, I feel like they look actually quite similar in tones. They didn't add the grays, but that's what they look like side by side. And then I have the, what is this? The Glamorous palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. That's the first palette I thought of when I saw this one, because I was like, that looks kind of similar to that. But the Glaminatrix one doesn't have like a lot of red to it, and it has like more turquoise as opposed to true green. But I still feel like it's a good, like, you know, alternative if you already have this one. You might not need to get the Christmas Town one. I just wanted the Christmas Town one because I had asked Milk for this for a long time. So I feel like when you ask for something and they finally do it, you should probably, you know, like, go ahead and check it out. So that's how I ended up getting it. And then I just got the other one because they both came out during the sale and I could get the deal. So there's that. But I'm going to do a look with each palette. Let me zoom in real quick and show you. Like, I am trying out a new concealer today, and I have on the Sigma color correctors you all saw in my PR haul. So you can comment down below and tell me how the under eye looks. Girl, the shade was real light when I started off, but you know, I calmed it down and worked some little magic or whatever, and that's what's going on with the eyes now. Cause honey, when you see it in the Get Ready With Me or the first impressions or whatever, child, it just, honey, it just yes. But Oh, and the lip is from Glam Light. So it is the Glam Light, what is it called? No Lives. It's from the it's from the Friday the 13th collection, the Jason lip kit. It's what I have on my lips right now. It's giving really similar vibes to the Hendash lipstick I always rave about, called Call Me Peaches. So I feel like it's a great alternative for that. Random side note. But I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in order. I'm going to swatch some shades from the Halloween Town palette and see what I want to come up with, because I want to do both eyes on camera to save us some time, and then I will come back and do swatches of the Christmas Town palette and figure out what we're going to do with that. And then I'll give my thoughts on both the palettes and the quality and all that, because y'all know Melt be hit and miss sometimes. Usually during the holiday ones like Huda, it's all good, it's all straight. But I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so I got these shades to choose from. I feel like y'all should have known these were the shades I was gonna go for, since this is the majority of what the palette is. So I'm thinking we'll put this one on the outer V to start off with. We're gonna put the two lighter shades in the crease, which would be these two. I'm gonna put this one toward the front of the eye. I'm gonna put this gold on the lid, bring it a knot, and then I'm gonna put the purple in the inner corner, because I feel like that'd just be an interesting take. Even though I'm thinking about maybe doing like the gold toward the back of the eye and the purple toward the front, and then just wrap it in the inner corner, put like a little part right here. So we'll see. But I'm gonna start off with the lighter purple as my transition shade, because I don't have any shades to choose from, and I didn't want it to be like too ashy and crazy looking with the blue. So we just gonna go with the purple, and that's called My Bugs. So start the lighter purple going on up here, looking real cute. So yeah, I don't know where the week went. I feel like every day it was something that came up and something was going on. I was just like, look, no. So if y'all didn't know, Adriangameover, when I first started to go on vacation, my last day of work, he started getting sick. So Thursday and Friday, Adriangameover was sick. Then he didn't start feeling good until my birthday, which was the 8th, and I think I was talking about like the 4th or the 5th now, when he started feeling sick. So I'm glad he's over whatever it is he's over. And I'm like, I hope he didn't get, I didn't want him to get sick again, because we went out to breakfast this morning for my birthday, and some lady was like coughing to like her face like turned red because she was coughing so much. And I was like, oh no, we're leaving the restaurant now. And no, I'm not like a paranoid person or whatever, but it's like, y'all have to remember, I have a my parents are senior citizens, and you know, it takes them longer to recover from things. So since, you know, my mom is a senior citizen and she recently like cut her hand on a can when she's trying to cook something, I'm like, I can't be, you know, like just out here living life normally. Not that I don't try to live safe normally, but I was like, just to be safe, I'm like, I'm not going to, you know, put my mom up against that. So I was like, let me just go ahead and just leave this restaurant. So I asked Adrian, I'm like, you ready to go? He's like, yes, let's go now. I'm like, okay. Because he's a mama's boy and grandma's boy too, you know. So we care about me, mom. So he's like, we gotta go. So we left, and hopefully, you know, that lady feels better. But I was like, I can't be risking. I can't be out here risking it. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do the blue towards the front and then the purple in the back, since I'm gonna have the purple like on the outer V, and then I'm gonna put the darker blue on top when I put the shimmer on like I normally do. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna start off with Shriek, which is the darker blue shade, and just start in the crease here, kind of trying to build it up, if you will. I miss doing like the multiple colored creases, so like when I see lots of colors that I like and want to try out like the colors in the pan, I feel like I gotta, you know, I just gotta do it. Oh, that's a pretty color. Y'all know this is definitely my type of color and tone. Okay, so color's looking pretty nice. You know, it's nice and cheery and cute. I'm liking the edge that it's given, and I like the subtlety of the purple, so I'm liking it. Go back and look more of the purple though, just to like airbrush around the blue here. And now we're gonna put the purple toward the back. So I got a second brush for that, and we're gonna take the shade The Mayor and put that toward the back of the eye. So I'm not putting too much of it on because, you know, I don't need too much. But then we're gonna start off with the like dark purple, probably like right in this area here. So I'm gonna just, you know, lightly put it on just enough so you can see the transition from light, from dark purple to light purple to like the lightest blue in the palette. That I feel like it's good for a transition, because I feel like the other one been a little too ashy for me. Maybe I could put that in the inner corner instead of putting the purple shade in the inner corner, because if I remember correctly, there are purples in the Christmas Town too, so maybe we shouldn't do that, because then that'll be like just having to repeat a whole bunch of purple. Let me open Christmas Town because I'll put it back in the box, y'all. Not that I'd be able to confuse the two, because one is purple and one is like, you know, orange, but still. Yeah, see, there's like a couple of purples in here that I might be interested in using. So I think we're actually going to just go ahead and put that light blue in the inner corner. And that'll be a different, unique thing. Like, I guess I'm over here thinking I'm Angie, because, you know, I need a matte in the inner corner. And it's not I need a matte in the inner corner. It's just like, as far as what's going on here, I feel like the matte would be like the best for the inner corner. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to take this dark purple shade now called Bone Daddy. And take my Sigma E25. I don't know why I was about to say it's 45. This is not 45, it's 25. And we're going to start with the outer V. I don't know why. I know everybody else likes to use this brush for their crease, but it's like I have always liked using these for the outer V. Like, I don't like going into there and blending it like that. I prefer a more pointed, like, brush for that, so I don't ever do that. And again, I'm not trying to knock anybody who does. It's just I've always noticed that whenever I had brushes like that, I would always use it for that. Like, I've never used it the way I feel like I see everyone else using it. And I don't get why. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, a preference thing, like everything else is in life, I guess. Oh, and the brush I used in the creases, I'm trying to get better. I remember telling y'all, brushes like to detail the like blue was one of the Angie Hot and Flashy brushes. It's a A504 brush. And I'm taking a little bit more shriek and put that right up in here. And then the brush I put the purple on with is a Refer number 15. And we're just going to airbrush over all this stuff now that we have like all the matte shades on we're going to have on for the most part. Because remember, we're putting the blue on later. I might have to put a little bit more purple back toward this way after we get the shimmer on. We'll have to see how that goes. But right now, we're just going to grab some glitter glue. So I bought a new glitter glue, but I'm like, I'm getting my money's worth out of this BH one that I bought 5 million years ago. Like, it's busting at the seams. So when I try to push glitter glue out, so I don't even have to push it out the top anymore. I can literally just like squeeze the side here. And like the glue is coming out. So I'm like, but I'm like, I'm still getting all the glue out of here. Like, I spent the money, however much money I spent, and getting all the glue out, okay? Y'all know how this economy is looking nowadays. Like, I was blessed enough to find gas by my house for like $3.30 because other places around my house are like $3.80, and I'm like, what is this? I'm jealous of everybody who lives in this house where gas is like probably like $2.99 or something crazy like that. And I remember gas was $1.99 when I was in high school. Like, sad. Then we went from $1.99 to like almost like $4 for gas. Like, child. I'm gonna take this Refer number 2 now to put the gold shade on the lid. So let's start off with that. It's called Boogie Boogie. And I'm really liking this shade, so I feel like I made the right decision, because I feel like the purple would have been playing it safe, and I wanted to like get outside of my zone of playing it safe a little bit with this palette. So I was like, let's pick a shade that I wouldn't normally pick, and I definitely want to pick the yellow put on lid with these tones. I feel like it worked out nicely, so I'm happy about it. So I'm trying not to take it too far back, because I know it's just going to get covered up by the blue shade, or the dark greenish blue shade that we about to put on. So I'm trying not to do it too much. That's why I didn't drag the glitter glue over too far, because I knew I had to like add an additional matte shade I wanted that to be. Just as nice and just as important. Yes, y'all, okay. I feel like I've done a look like this in the past, though. You can comment down below and tell me if I have. I feel like I have, though. So I'm like, is it really that much unique, or is it just you haven't done it in a while, so you looking at it as unique? Because I'm feeling like now, seeing on the eye, I'm like, I just haven't done this look in a while, and that's why I feel like it's unique. But it's not that damn unique. But it's okay either way, because you know I did something I haven't done in a while, and it's still looking different to you, and that's what it comes down to. Now, where is that brush? Oh, I swear I had pulled it out, but apparently I did not. So hopefully, while I get life in order, and that's to find the brush. I picked the whole thing up just because I can find one brush. Child, the foolishness. Here it is. It's hidden away. So I got the Uden's Eye brush here. Go ahead and do that. I haven't washed brushes here at home, and I have to wash them in both places, and I'm kind of sad about it. And I'm talking about all these new brushes. Obviously, the ones I used from last time I have washed. I'm just talking about the new ones I gotta use now, and I gotta do a few eye looks. So I'm just like, but we're gonna take the shade Ooze now and just put it right in here. And that's why I was telling y'all I think I'm gonna have to go back in with the purple shade in the crease, because I feel like it's getting lost, especially with all these deeper tones coming in. I don't want it to, you know, up and disappear and you not see it anymore. But at the same time, it's like I want to use as many shades as I can to kind of get idea and feel of the formula in this. It's not building up on the shade. It's not as easy as I would have hoped, but you know, it's still doing a decent job. It's just I feel like it's looking a little like patchy where I want to, or where I want it to be, if you will. Oh Lord, y'all, the battery is flashing. Only thing I don't like about the Uden's Eye brushes is they're like really short. Like, why didn't they make them like with longer handles? It was like they're supposed to be travel brushes, and that's why they're so short. Because I'm trying to understand why this brush is so short. Because it's making me angry that it is so short. I know that's really a random comment to make, but like, I don't know. I guess because I'm so used to brushes being so much longer, the fact that this one is short is annoying me. Now I'm going to go back to my E25 and put some more purple on the outer V, because I want both the shades to be seen. And I'm feeling like all you really seen is the lid shade right now, so let's do that, and then go back in real quick with the purple shade called the Mare. I was telling y'all, because we're gonna have to bring it back too, because sometimes I feel like I have a tendency to blend stuff too high. When I blend it too high, I have to like insert other things back in and airbrush, and that's a whole situation. But the battery is flashing on top of it, y'all, so I'm just like, let me go ahead and put this inner corner shade on real quick so y'all can at least see that, and then I'll like go off camera and figure out the rest of it. So okay, put a little bit more shimmer on. Hurry up with the inner corner. So we taking the shade Ragdoll, the light blue, and just popping in the inner corner. Ooh, that looks nice. Yes, I'm definitely feeling this look. She's looking real cute and nice, and I feel like I did a good job of like using a decent amount of colors, and I think it turned out quite nice. And y'all still got to see like swatches of the purple. So this is what we're working with for the first eye. Of course, y'all know I'm most likely going to put some eyeliner on. I'm trying to decide if I want blue or purple. Child, I don't know. I'm thinking we should play up a little bit more blue, because I feel like, excuse me, it's not as much blue as there is purple. But I don't know if I have a light blue here, so I'll figure out what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back with swatches of the next thing, since, like I said, the battery been flashing all this time. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so these are the shades that I had to choose from. So I'm planning on using this as my crease shade. I know, interesting. Then I want kind of the red in the crease. I want the purple and the dark red on the outer part, and I think I'm gonna put the the red, two reds in the crease, and then I think I want the purple and the green on the outer part. As far as shimmers go for the lid, I don't know which one I'm gonna do, because all of them seem to be sheer, kind of like, if y'all remember the Glaminatrix palette, they're sheer like that, and then you have to how to put them on top of a matte, and I'm not necessarily a fan of that. So like, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna like build these up to make it work. So that's why I didn't swatch on the back of my hand and tell y'all I had a guaranteed one, because I'm not really sure yet. I'm feeling like I might have to put the matte green shade all over the lid and just put like this sparkly green on top of it to like make it work, because it's like I wanted a more green lid, like blue traditional, like traditional Christmas. But I'm feeling like I'm not gonna be able to get that, so I'm kind of just like, a little disappointed by it. And this was the one I was excited about, so that's why I'm like, Anyway, let's start off with this green. It's quite pigmented, which I'm impressed with because I was concerned about it not necessarily working on someone my skin tone because of its tone, but I feel like they picked a good tone of green to where it works on plenty of skin tones, so I'm liking it. She's cute or whatever. I'm interested to see what look my girl Karen Harris is gonna come up with this. I think she ended up getting both. I think she said she was gonna buy it herself. I remember when I was talking to her, so in her community tab. So hopefully hers comes soon and I can like see what look she came up with, because I'm always interested to see what Karen comes up with when like we get the same palettes, because I feel like we come up with two completely different like looks, but I always love like both the looks we come up with. So I'm interested to see what Karen's take is gonna be like on this palette basically. So I think I'm gonna just put the two reds in the crease. So I'm starting with the lighter red in the front, and then we'll do the darker one like toward the back or whatever. I'm just taking the brush that I had the purple on and kind of dusting it. Remember Sigma gave me those little things you just dust off the shades and like everything is clean. So I'm literally just gonna dust like the rest of the other shade off there, and then I don't have to like wash brushes right away. So it cleaned it out perfectly. Y'all almost dropped it, y'all. I'm not used to this, but having me not used to having nice things, y'all. No, but I'm gonna take the red shade. So the green shade was called Eureka, and then the red shade is Sandy Claus. Because remember the movie is Sandy Claus, not Santa Claus. So I'm just going up the front of the eye. I'm trying to see how much red I want to do as far as like this color going toward the front, and then like starting toward the back is where I plan on putting the darker red, because on the outer V I am going to put the green shade and then purple. So I actually feel like I'm doing a twist from what I did before. So I kind of want to put like the dark green in the crease and then just put the red and the purple on the outer side. I feel like that'd be a little bit different. Right now I feel like I just look like the Grinch because, you know, he had Santa Claus suit, and then this is like the Grinch's color too. So I'm feeling like some type of way right now. But I think I might actually go in with the purple back there. So yeah, I think we're going to end up with that. So as y'all can see, I'm just kind of switching about going to do whatever I feel like. Girl, I don't know. Okay, girl, I don't know. Where's that brush up? The brush I wasn't going to use because, but since I'm going to use the, excuse me, green now, I feel like it'll be okay. So I'm just taking the thing that cleans the color off and cleans some color off. So they got a section for each part, and I'm rubbing it in where it says the blending shades. So it's a blending brush. I feel like that should be fine. So let's go in with this purple now, because I feel like that's going to be unique from what I did before, because I just don't want like it to be too similar, and I used the lighter one before, so I figure using a darker one is okay, because I want the outer V parts to be like red, dark red and dark green or whatever. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as more traditional Christmas as I possibly can. It's kind of hard with the purple, but you know, I'm trying to use as many colors as I can as well, so that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it. And I want to swatch and see if this purple is similar to the other purple. I feel like this purple is a little bit lighter than the one that I used on this side. Maybe it's just me. Y'all can comment down below and tell me if you agree or not. But we'll start off on the outer V with the green this time, instead of, you know, putting the green toward the front, and then we'll put like the red toward the front after I figure out what shimmer it is, because I'm telling y'all, I have no idea. This one is definitely like, I'm just kind of winging it. Look. Based upon the fact that I found that the shimmers were more like, you know, like topper-esque instead of like what I wanted them to be, which was true shimmers. So if y'all remember, I said I was gonna put a lot of green on the lid, so I'm thinking we can do like a little sheer part toward the front and like have the green toward the back here. So I'm thinking that we're gonna do that, and then we might not just use the darker red, or if we do, I might put it on the lower lash line. But since I have other videos to film, I can't necessarily put it on the lower lash line, so we kind of just gonna have to be out here with just the purple, the red, and the green. But I still use like majority of the Christmassy traditional color, so I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the green shade was Smithereens, and then the green shade I'm gonna use is Mistletoe. So the lighter of the two shades I am picking up on a brush. I'm going to put on top of the matte shade to get more like oomph and pigmentation, because I wanted that. So I'm going to get it by, you know, kind of forcing it along. And I know, right, I'm doing this out glitter glue. Who am I? But you know, I did some videos for y'all at the hotel. I actually didn't use glitter glue at all, so you know, I don't have to always use glitter glue. It's just like something I'm accustomed to doing, and like as you like prefer doing. But not using it is working just fine as well, as you can see. So the people thought you had to, you don't necessarily have to. It just, I feel like, gives you more cut, precise, clean, and smooth look when you do it. I feel like this one looks a little like, you know, rough because I didn't use it, but it still looks nice. Let's see, what do I want to put in the inner corner? And I kind of want to top it with the other green shade, which is called Experiments. So let's see how it looks like that, just a little bit toward the front of the eye, so I can get an idea of. I feel like that just gives a little bit of extra sparkle toward the front of the eye. I don't feel like it's doing a whole lot of like changing, if you will, to the eye look as a whole, but you get a little extra sparkle toward the front if you put that on. So I'm trying to put it like halfway toward the front, and then maybe I'll put like one of the purple tones in the inner corner to give like that jewel tone effect. But these shimmers are definitely like a more of those iridescent, wet looking lid shimmers than I'm accustomed to. So I think I'm going to have to do both the shimmers in here as well, because just on their own it's not going to cut or be enough for what I personally like. So we have the shade Bony Fingers and Sugar Plum Visions. Those are the ones that are going to go in the inner corner, because those are the only two shimmers I have left. And I don't want to do another matte inner corner. I want to give y'all a me look, which would be a shimmer in the inner corner, not a matte. So I will probably switch some of the shades around in these palettes, like fit my needs or what I would prefer the palette to be, because all these satiny shimmers here are not personally it for me. But I'll start off with the shade Bony Fingers. That's the dark purple shade. And just pop that in the inner corner. So this is what she's working with. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Sugar Plum, what was it? Experiments? Sugar Plum Vision. And pop that on top for a little extra sparkle, pop of oomph, if you will. And this is pretty much what we're working with. So I will figure out what eyeliner I'm going to use off camera. I just want to kind of get this done and talk about my thoughts on both of these palettes and how I feel. So let me try to wipe this off my hand real quick, because I got to go into another set of palettes soon after this. I'm going to get that done. So vacuum on up and talk about my thoughts on both of these palettes. Where's it? Okay, so these two looks are really nice. Let's start off with the Halloween Town, so that's the one I use first. This one right here, this is Halloween Town. So I was actually pretty impressed and surprised about the look I came out with. I mean, I know I've done this look before, but I am surprised that I like this one a little bit better than the one I really wanted, as funny as it is. I think it's because they gave metallic shimmers in this one, as well as some toppers, because if you all remember, I told you that this one was a topper, but the majority of the shades in here seem to be like actual, like, you know, lid shades, metallics that you can put on, and I really prefer that. Now I will say, you did have to build up the forming leads, and I remember when you didn't have to build up milk shadow. So I don't know what's going on with that and why you have to build up the mattes now, when originally they were like super pigmented. So that's like interesting to me, but I actually really enjoyed that one. Now the one I was excited about, Christmas Town, I'm actually a little disappointed in, just because the majority of the majority of the shimmers in here are like metallics. not metallics, they're like those, you know, topper S shapes. And y'all know I like a more metallic one and then a topper to put on top of the metallic. So the fact that the majority of these were just like you know, toppers, because I feel like this is a topper one that I had to put on top of a matte shade to make work, and these two are kind of like the same way, if you will. So it's like I don't feel like there's any real shimmer in here that I can just put on its own and it'll look fine on the lid. So that's what I'm disappointed about when it comes to this palette. If they had did more metallics like they did in the first palette, I feel like I would like it a whole lot better. But the fact that the majority of them are just like kind of topper S and you need to put something else on top of them is what's disappointing me. But the color story is beautiful. The formula is fine. Just be prepared to have to build them up. And I know in the past you didn't have to build up melt shadows before, so that's the only thing I'm really confused about. But otherwise it was fine. Like it was okay, it worked nice. However, I feel like if you already own the Glamorous palette, you kind of own both these palettes, because you see it has those more turquoise tones and greens that I feel like were in the was the Halloween Town. And then you have like, you just don't have like the red and the bright green. But I feel like if you own Nocturnal and this, like you would possibly be okay. I didn't bring my Nocturnal with you, so I can't tell you, but I definitely feel like this is really similar to the Christmas Town one. It just doesn't have that bright acid green and like the reds. They did more pinks as opposed to red, but you got the dark shade here, you got some purples here, you got blues instead of greens. And I feel like this could be a good alternative to you if you already own it, as opposed to getting that one. But those are my thoughts on both the palettes. If, believe it or not, if I said get anyone, I would say get the Halloween Town one, because to me that seems like it's the better one if you like the type of eyeshadows I like, which is more metallics and topper shades. I would actually go with that one. But since you can switch out melt shadows, if you want to get the bundle deal and they have a good Black Friday sale for you to get it, then I'd say go ahead and get it. But those are my thoughts on the palettes. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribed. Be blessed, girl. Bye. And make sure you have signed up for the giveaway, because this video should go up before the giveaway ends. So there's a video that says happy birthday to me, and it tells you the details on the giveaway and what you can do to enter it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.